Am I unmuted? I'm unmuted. Hitch, I got a question. All of you guys are doing these kind of Zoom meetings and then Zoom interviews with us. Do you miss talking to the media, or is it nice that you've been away from us? What's your kind of opinion? Or were you excited to kind of see all these faces and do the media thing?
No, I think it's kind of cool. It's different, but I'm in and out. Like, you know me, I'm just straight blah. So most people don't want to talk to me anyways, but I'm more in and out though. I mean, it's good to see everybody. I've seen the same three faces every day, my wife and my child, for the past 3 months, every single day. But I mean, it's good to get out there and talk to people. I'm more of if I ain't seen you in a while, I want to see you and talk to you. So, but I'm not big on speaking facts and the future and stuff like that. So, I mean, if you're looking for that, I'm the wrong guy. But if you want to be blind, just hang out, and just talk, I'm that guy.
All right, let's go to Karen Kornacki. Go ahead, Karen. Miss Karen, you got us?
Can hear you.
Oh, there you go.
There we go. Hi, Anthony. How are you?
I'm good. How you doing?
Great. You talk about being with your family, but what kinds of things have you been doing to stay in shape? We just talked to Tyreek, and apparently he's doing yoga. Are you doing anything new and interesting to try to stay in shape since you're not with the team right now?
Oh, yeah, definitely. I spent a lot of money, unfortunately, but my whole single garage just turned into a workout room. So, I mean, I pretty much got everything that we had at the Chiefs facility. And then I have a track and field right across the street. I live right across the street from middle school. So I've been very fortunate to have a middle school across the street and have the funds to pretty much build my single garage to a whole workout room. So they send us workouts every week or every 2 or 3 weeks for the next 2 or 3 weeks. And then we just follow the workout routine and we just do whatever that's on the card. So I've been doing that and then a little extra, just trying to, stay in shape. And because I know eventually we're going to go back. And I don't want to be that guy that's not in shape and that's not fit, to play football.
Let's go to Nate Taylor. Go ahead, Nate.
Hey, Anthony. Thanks for doing this. Hope you're doing well. I have a two-part question. The first is, what was your reaction if you watched the draft to the Chiefs taking Willie Gay Jr.? What have you gotten to learn more about him? And then secondly, going into year 2 in Spagnuolo's system, I know how you mentioned at this point last year how it was easier to sort of understand what that scheme was compared to when you first came to the Chiefs. What do you think you can master in year 2 based on what you sort of gathered and how the season sort of progressed last year?
Yeah, it's just the details of the defense for the Spags, we call them, in his system. It's hard to play fast if you don't know all the details. So just over the whole last year, and as the team grew, we all got more detailed in the defense and we play better, obviously. And with the draft picks, I just think that I think it was a good pick. I can't wait to play with him. And I've texted him as soon as he got picked. We conversated a couple of days ago. I told him if he ever needed anything, just to let me know. I'm here to help people. I got help when I was young, and I'm just trying to help him grow and help him be a professional. I'm going to year 7, and I'm just trying to help everybody if possible. I mean, I don't know what else to say about the draft picks. I feel like the first pick was a good pick. We want to score more points. Got a running back. That's how the league is going right now. I just think overall, like in general, offenses want to score more points. People trying to keep, offenses from scoring points. So the pick was good, the first round pick, and getting Gay and get a couple corners and D-line, and it's all good.
Okay, let's go to Breland Moore. Go ahead, Breland.
Hey, what's going on? So just kind of building off of the first couple questions here. It's been a challenging offseason for everyone with the virtual OTAs and everything else going on. How has that experience been for you? And, what is the most challenging part about trying to do all of this stuff virtually?
Yeah, I feel like the Chiefs are taking advantage of it. I mean, I'm not gonna say no teams, but I know friends from other teams that's not even doing it. There's some people that's just doing once a week to like 2 times a week, but I feel like we're taking advantage of it. We're doing, 12 to 2, exactly 12 to 2, 4 times a week, and we're taking advantage of it. So I just feel like this is the best way we can learn, and we're taking advantage of it. And I mean, I like it. We got team meetings, no, not team meetings, but defensive meetings. We got individual meetings with our coaches and all that. So I feel like Chiefs are really, whatever we can do, we're gonna do it. So I feel like that's good, and that's the next step to get to where we was last year.
Do you find it, sorry, I just have a quick follow-up. Do you find it easier because you guys have so many returning players instead of some teams that might be in a little bit more of a difficult situation with brand new quarterbacks or whatnot? Do you find that might actually be an advantage to have so many returning players?
Yeah, no. I mean, you still got to play football. I don't think it's easier. There's nothing but easy about winning the Super Bowl or getting to the playoffs. I just think once we get back, that's gonna tell everything. Because you can learn a lot from the Zoom meetings. If everyone's on and the coach is talking and you write notes, you still can learn. It's no different from being in a classroom. Only thing different is we can't go off there. You can't tell who's really learning and who's not. But you can get a lot out of this. So I don't think it's easier, but I mean, I just feel like we have a lot of veterans. That might be easier. I mean, which we do, but there's a lot of teams in the league that have veterans. So it's not making it easier for us.
Let's go to Adam Teicher. Go ahead, Adam.
Hey, Anthony. I hope you're doing well. Anthony, everybody is hoping there's going to be a season this year, but there's still that uncertainty. And I was just wondering whether that uncertainty makes it more difficult for you to find the discipline to do the things you need to do to kind of stay in shape this time of year. And if not, where does that discipline come from? Where do you find that drive from?
I can't speak for everybody, but for me, I've been playing football since I was about 10 years old. So getting up every day, working out is like a norm for me. Then my daughter wakes up at 8, so that don't help either. So I have to get up about 7:30, 8 every day anyway. So, and my drive is just my family. Like I said before, I don't want to be that guy to show up. I'm out of shape, or I can't do this, or I gotta take a play off or take me off the field. I just personally I can't do that. That's just been my drive my whole life, and I'm just gonna keep working. And if the season don't start when it's supposed to start, I'll be ready whenever it does. I just can't do that to me, or I can't do that to my family or my teammates.
Okay, let's go to Aaron Ladd. Go ahead, Aaron.
Hey, appreciate the time, man. When we talked to Andy a few weeks back, he said that he felt like the defense didn't reach its full potential last year. I think Tyrann even agreed with that. I'm wondering what your thoughts on that are, and specifically what you think the defense could get better at going into this year.
I'm sorry, I didn't hear the first part.
When we talked to Coach Reed a couple weeks back, he basically said that he felt like the defense didn't reach their full potential last year. They still had some room to grow. I'm wondering if you agree with that, and then where specifically you see room for improvement.
Oh, yeah. We improved like week 7 through the whole season. And I think we can get better in a run game. Our DBs and our secondary saved us a lot of games. With T5 and people getting picks and batted balls on 4th downs and all that. So once we get that going with the run game, we should, definitely not make predictions or anything like that. We should be a top 5 defense. We wasn't a top 5 defense because we had a good pass defense, but not a good run defense. So once we get all that clicking and stuff like that, and we added guys this year, and we're still working on it. We're doing walkthroughs and stuff like that to get better in that area. So we put everything together in one season. This can be great, but it was good enough to win a Super Bowl. But I feel like we all know, even our first meeting with Spags, he's like, we all know we won a Super Bowl, but we can do a lot better. And we all shook our heads yes. And so I see a lot of heads shaking yes, we can get better. So yeah, I just think it's more of the run defense than the pass defense. And once we like get that settled and complete and make it a defense, I mean, we'll be good for years to come.
All right, let's go to Herbie. Go ahead, Herbie.
Hey, Anthony, thanks a lot for doing this, man. I hope you're well and you and your family are doing well. Following up on Nate Taylor's earlier question about Willie Gay, you had mentioned you texted him, but what is it about his skill set that excites you to work alongside him as a veteran and hoping to get on the field with him sooner than later so he can help the run defense?
Yeah, he's rangy. If you look at his body type, he's rangy. He got a lot of tools that you need to stop the run. He goes sideline to sideline. He's physical. He got energy. Energy stops the run. If someone makes a tackle, it could be 1 yard, -1 yard, maybe 2 yards. But the energy that you bring when you hit the guy, it brings more energy out of other players. And we need more guys like that. If you ever watch, let me give you a good example. Like, just say T5. Anytime he makes a play, he's doing something. He's trying to energize the defense. Like letting you guys know that I just made a play. Everybody else, let's do it. So that's the type of energy he's going to bring. And he's rangy with his arms and keeping guys off of him, cut blocks, getting off blocks, and then making tackles. So, yeah, I texted him the other day and told him, he was asking me, hey, what do I need to learn? I said, just learn the playbook. You have enough ability to play, obviously. We drafted you, and I just can't wait to work with you and give you all the knowledge that I know to the game so you can, give it to the next guy under you. So, that's my biggest thing, is just giving knowledge to the younger guys so they can keep passing it along so this league can be a good league.
All right, guys, we got time for a few more, so let's go Pete, Harold, and then Sarin. Go ahead, Pete.
Hey, Anthony, thank you for taking some time with us today. I had two very different things, so I just want to start with, whenever we talk to Andy Reid or Steve Spagnuolo, they always mention you among the leaders. And so, I was curious about how that role might change in this climate. And then maybe even taking it a step further, we see a lot of the tweets. I was wondering how video games come into play with maintaining that camaraderie when you can't be in the facility.
Yeah, I mean, even on Zoom, I try to be a leader. I just try to be myself, and then it turns into being a leader. I just try to help guys out. I still text. We got a group chat with all of our guys, and I text guys and just let them know if they need any questions or anything like that. I'm here for them. And with video games, I'm a big video game guy, but they've been cut short since my daughter stopped taking naps. So she turns 1 on Tuesday, so she cut out one of her naps. So I got one nap. Then I play little video games, but other than that, there's just more family time and just all three of us together. I try to get on Call of Duty and stuff like that, but it's been rough lately since my daughter wanted to cut her naps out.
All right, let's go to Harold Kuntz. Go ahead, Harold.
Hey, Hitch, hope you're doing well, man. Hey, I know you said you're entering season 7 here, so just individually, what are you trying to work on both physically and mentally as you prepare to enter this year? I know you talked about the team concept and how to get better, but just individually for you, how do you keep that step above people and try to remain in that role as a linebacker, as a starter?
Oh, yeah. So year 7, I got to keep up with the young guys now. So at first I was just working and whatever happened. So now I'm the older guy. I got to keep up with the young guys. So that's why I stacked out my single car garage, and got my track and field across the street. So I'm trying to work whatever they give us on the sheet. I'm trying to add a couple more things because I know I'm a little older now. So I got to keep working. It's different though. I've never been in this position before. Obviously, I've grown up. I had people taking care of me and telling me what to do. Now I'm trying to help younger guys out. I'm going to year 7 now. I'm 28 in about next week, I think, or 2 weeks. So I just got to keep working. It's different. I don't know. No other way to explain it. You just got to keep working.
All right, Sarin, go ahead and close us out.
Anthony, again, and thank you for your time. We appreciate it. And by the way, you're not boring. You're one of the go-to guys. I heard that comment earlier. Listen, Blake Snell, I know it's a different sport, but the Rays pitcher said he's not playing. You know, they've got a different situation in the sense that baseball got shut down, and so they're trying to figure out how they're going to work getting paid in that. You know, there is still questions that have to be answered for the NFL to play. He said he's not risking his life. Right? Like, how do you feel in terms of, and have you and the NFLPA begun any discussions about what it will take to be safe? How safe do you feel right now in this environment and, you know, getting ready to maybe play football when right now they're telling everybody to stay away from each other?
I mean, right now I feel safe because I'm with my family. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not traveling. I haven't seen no more than 3 or 2 other people, maybe 3. But I mean, I'm sure the NFL going to take their time and do what's right. It's a tough question. No one knows. I think we're just taking it week by week, maybe day by day. I don't know what tomorrow brings us, but yeah, that's a tough question. I mean, I really don't know, but I feel like the NFL going to do what's right, take their time, and you know, get all the questions answered. But I just feel like, for the NFL to presume, it's going to take time. And, I mean, and as long as we're all working out and doing what's right, time don't matter. I'm sure there's going to be an NFL season this year, but it might just be a little longer or take some time for people, you know, to get right. I feel like the world is more important than the NFL, in my opinion. Once everyone gets safe and once everybody has, you know, ability to be able to access things and go out in public and shake hands and say hi and stuff like that, I feel like the NFL should resume. But other than that, I mean, I really don't know. But I hope the NFL takes this seriously, which there are. Obviously, we're all in Zoom right now, and get everything, you know, back right before we start.
Perfect. Well, Hitch, man, we appreciate you joining us, dude. Thanks for your time. Hopefully we get to see you soon.
Oh, yeah. Can't wait. Thank you, guys.
All right, buddy. See ya.